didn't ask you, when is it coming?
I think it was just more of a thing like when we got together. Well, we were friends first. So I feel like it was more of a thing like where we were like financially and mentally.
Did you friend zone him first?
No, it wasn't even like that. It just honestly randomly happened.
Okay, so y'all were friends first.
Yeah, it honestly it caught us both off guard. Really, but as far as like him not committing to me, obviously I can't answer that question. But I feel like where we were in life, it just wasn't the time. Because I feel like with kids and marriage, it comes with mental stability and also like physical.
How old is he?
He is 28.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
You have no kids, right?
No.
So, question: did you and him like break up or have breaks in between the 7 years marriage or the third?
Single? No breaks, nothing.
No breaks.
Everything.
So wrong.
No, because ultimately at that point, if he hasn't committed to you in terms, for example, putting a ring on it, it's probably because he's seen things where he's like, you know what, I'm not comfortable doing it yet, which is not a bad thing, but it's more like in 7 years.
Does he watch our podcast?
A long time.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he ain't getting married.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
If I can add, like, wouldn't you say that as a man, you want to be in a certain place financially before you start for marriage? Like, I feel like that would be a responsible thing as a man. So it wouldn't just have to be with whether he wanted to or not. Maybe he's in a different place.
No,
and I mean, like,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he's never had the conversation. Like, we've spoke about it. You know what I'm saying? I can understand, like, you're not there yet. You get what I'm saying? I'm willing to wait just because of the guy that he is.
What if he never marries you?
I mean, I have a time limit, but I don't have to tell him when it is.
I mean, 2 years.
You should apply that pressure.
If he's a fan of, if he's a supporter of the show,
before or after you're
then
30.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I grew up. I never really wanted to get married until I started dating him. Like, I didn't grow up in that light where people in my life was getting married. So it wasn't like something where I was like, oh, I always wanted to get married. When I met him, that's when I felt like maybe that could happen.
Okay.
So that's why I never really pushed it.
Question:
Are
you happy right now?
Yeah.
So then, why do you need to get married?
You said, why do I need to get married?
If you're happy right now.
I mean, I never said I needed to get married, but I said I'm open to it with him. Like, I've never been open to it with other people.
So you had a deadline, right? So that means it matters to you.
Oh, okay.
But if you're happy right now and he's doing everything right, then why?
No, you're right. You're right. I understand. It matters to me only because I feel like I want you to show me, like, okay.
Show you what?
I feel like, okay, we've been together for 7 years. Like, what's next? Like, what are we doing at this point? So, yes, at that point, it does matter to me. But if it doesn't happen, then maybe it's not meant to be.
What if he married you without any government assistance? For example, no legal contract. Just say, you know what? Let's go to a church. Let's get married. Would that be cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you be okay if he made you sign a prenuptial agreement?
Oh shit,
that's a no.
Prenup.
That's why he don't want to get married. There you go.
A prenup.
Her answer. There's your answer right there.
I just never really thought about it. That's the thing. So I don't have an answer for it. I'm
Wait,
not gonna
so
lie. I never
question: Who?
thought about
That's a yes or no.
So, do you live with him? Like, do you stay with him?
Yes, we live together.
Who pays the rent?
The answer for the prenuptial agreement says it all.
Yeah.
Who pays the rent?
Because that's definitely come across your head. Come on, man. Keep it 1,000. If you're thinking about marriage, prenuptial agreement is something that's right there next.
I don't think everybody thinks about prenups when they think about marriage.
Women don't.
I don't.
Women.
I
sometimes
never,
don't.
like I said, I never
understand
thought
where
about
it is,
getting
though.
married, so I wasn't really thinking that deep. I don't really care for the whole huge wedding. Like, even if we just got married in the courthouse, even if it was a small proposal, it's not gonna be something where I feel like, even if it was a small ring, I'm not gonna feel like any kind of way about it.
Yeah, it's easy for you guys to feel comfortable about it because women don't take risk when they get married.
Yeah.
Only men do typically.
Don't you guys
What do you
feel
mean,
like how are only men taking a risk?
Because 80% of divorces are initiated by women and 90% of alimony is paid from men to women, and child custody always goes to women 90% plus of the time. So men typically a lot of times end up getting destroyed by a divorce. Very rarely do women feel the wrath of divorce.
I mean, I feel like we still
It's
have a
men.
lot to lose.
Like what? Men lose way more. That's not even argument. Like divorce destroys men far more than it destroys women, because most of the time women don't marry guys that make less money than them. So since men are in the breadwinner position most of the time, the women get all the benefits from the divorce.
Hey, hi, have you guys seen Johnny Depp's story? He had like a lot of wife, and I feel like if a guy is for you every day, every time, he's giving you the time and everything,
See,
you guys don't need to get married, because a guy, if he wants to be with you, he will be with you
yes,
no matter what.
yes.
It's
See,
I don't think that it would change that much if you were maybe to get married. Like, what do you think that, like, how do you feel that would like change for you? Like, what do you think that would make you feel? You know what I mean?
Honestly, I don't really think a lot would change.
Mhm.
To be
But-
honest, I feel
But
like
you said you had a deadline.
Right.
no, I do have a deadline, yes, but you have to understand that's based off of what I grew up on.